Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Thursday, May 29 recap. Willow faces Michael's breakup ultimatum. Drew steals Leela's ring. General Hospital, GH, recap for Thursday, May 29, reveals that Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, faced Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, breakup ultimatum while Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, stole Leela Quartermain's, Anna Lee ring. Let's discuss how all Thursday's GH excitement played out. At Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Havens-Bruning, Place, Dan Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, showed up to confront her over her investigation into his biological son and assumed she told Giovanni Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, the truth. Lulu explained that Gio had presumably overheard her confrontation with Lois Cirillo, Rena Sofer, so Dante complained over Lulu making everything worse. Dante thought Lulu should have just told him that he had another child, especially when she started to suspect it was Gio. Now Lulu had blown up lives and ruined any chance Dante had of connecting with his son. Dante felt like Lulu's petty feud with Brooklyn had fueled all this, but Lulu denied it and assured Dante that a romantic reunion wasn't her motive either. In fact, Lulu didn't ever want Dante back now and thought they should just stick to co-parenting. They didn't even have to be friends as far as Lulu was concerned, so Dante was on the same page. Dante made it clear that he would be the one to tell Rocco Falconeri, Famecare, about his brother. After Dante pushed Lulu to stay away from Gio, he stormed out and left Lulu to cry alone. At the Quartermain mansion, Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Sutton, apologized to Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, for not telling him about the baby, but he understood and assured her that Gio would come around eventually. Olivia Quartermain, Lisa Lo Cicero, also had a heart-to-heart with Brooklyn and assured her that she knew what it was like to be young, pregnant, and scared. As for Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, she spoke to Olivia and eventually Ned about the whole Gio situation. Tracy confessed that she recently found out Brooklyn had a son, but she didn't know it was Gio until tonight. On the footbridge, Gio snapped at Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, since he didn't need a babysitter, but then he calmed down and realized he should be grateful for her support. Emma refused to leave Gio alone and wanted to go wherever he went, so they made plans to get away from all his family drama. After Jason Morgan, Steve Burton thanked Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, for coming with him to pick up Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Morkmako. He assured her that he'd still be there for her. Michael's return wouldn't change anything. Sasha felt a little hypocritical about helping Michael take the kids away from Willow, which he wasn't planning on letting him raise their own baby. Afterward, Cody arrived and shocked Sasha with news on the Gio chaos. Although Cody felt bad about his role and how it all went down, Sasha thought he was being too hard on himself. That said, Sasha basically suggested it was a valuable lesson that parents' decisions should be respected in complex situations like this one. At Carly Spencer's, Laura Wright, Place, Willow pushed Michael to let her say goodnight to the kids, but he refused and didn't think they belonged with their mother anymore. Michael announced that he would be seeking full custody, but he said Willow could still see the kids on one condition. She had to end her relationship with Drew. Michael was only willing to negotiate if Willow moved out of Drew's house and cut off all contact with him. Willow thought Michael was being spiteful over her happiness, but he stood his ground on doing what was best for Amelia and Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver. Michael felt Willow had to decide who she loved more, Drew or her children. After Michael slammed the door on Willow, she looked incredibly distraught. Once Michael reconvened with Jason, he offered updates on his conversation with Willow. Jason wondered if there was any room for compromise, but Michael insisted the custody battle would move forward as long as Willow was with Drew. There was also some talk about Sasha being called to testify and the paternity secret that was being kept under wraps. In a perfect world, Michael admitted he'd like to be a father to Sasha's child. In the car, Willow brought Drew up to speed on Michael, not letting her see the kids, and admitted she might never see them again if Michael had his way. Willow pointed out that Michael was only willing to let her see Wiley and Amelia if she broke things off with Drew. Although Willow seemed tempted to surrender to Michael's ultimatum, Drew insisted she couldn't trust Michael to keep his end of the bargain. Willow decided Drew was right since Michael had become cruel and wasn't the man she used to know. May 29, 2025, General Hospital delivered a pivotal episode that intensified the already volatile custody battle between Willow Tate and Michael Corinthos. The episode showcased Michael's unwavering stance on their fractured relationship and his determination to reclaim his children, Wiley and Amelia, from Willow's care. Michael's return to Port Charles was marked by a resolute declaration. He would not tolerate any further involvement between Willow and Drew Quartermain. His ultimatum was clear. If Willow continued her relationship with Drew, he would sever all ties, including any shared custody arrangements. This declaration sent shockwaves through the Corinthos and Quartermain families, signaling the commencement of a fierce legal and emotional battle. Willow found herself at a crossroads, torn between her feelings for Drew and her maternal instincts to protect her children. Her decision to grant Drew power of attorney over Wiley and Amelia during Michael's absence was a strategic move to ensure their well-being. However, this action inadvertently fueled Michael's resolve, portraying her as an unfit mother in his eyes. The emotional toll on Willow was evident as she grappled with guilt and the repercussions of her choices. Her confrontation with Michael highlighted the deep-seated pain and mistrust that had developed between them, further complicating the custody dispute. Behind the scenes, the Quartermain family's legal prowess came into play. Diane Miller, representing Michael, swiftly initiated legal proceedings to strip Willow of her parental rights. The family's influence and resources positioned them advantageously in the ensuing custody battle, putting Willow at a significant disadvantage. Drew's involvement in the situation added another layer of complexity. While he positioned himself as a protector of Willow and her children, his actions, including the power of attorney arrangement, were perceived by Michael as overstepping boundaries. This perception fueled Michael's animosity toward Drew, turning the custody battle into a multifaceted conflict involving personal vendettas and legal strategies. The episode underscored the profound impact of personal relationships on legal matters. What began as a romantic entanglement had escalated into a full-blown familial and legal crisis, with each character's decisions reverberating throughout Port Charles. The once unified Corinthos and Quartermain families found themselves divided, each faction vying for control and influence over the children at the heart of the dispute. As the custody battle intensifies, the characters are poised for further confrontations and revelations. Willow must navigate the treacherous waters of legal proceedings while managing her personal relationships. Michael's determination to reclaim his children may lead him down a path of further alienation from those he once held dear. Drew's position as a central figure in the dispute will continue to evolve, potentially influencing the outcome of the custody battle. The May 29 episode set the stage for a dramatic continuation of the saga, with alliances shifting and stakes escalating. The residents of Port Charles are left to wonder who will ultimately prevail in this high-stakes battle for family and future.